Over here, we focus a lot more on the conditioning. It's a lot more on being a pure athlete, less flashy. Luckily, I feel like I prepared myself pretty well, but there's nothing quite like being thrown into training day at the dojo. So it's kind of a wake-up call, and it's very motivating. But you're surrounded by a lot of great individuals, the wrestlers, the trainees, and then the trainers here are just top-notch.
It was the hardest training I've ever had in my entire life, even outside of a wrestling ring, just physical exertion. There's nothing quite like what I experienced on that first day. And that second day might have actually been worse, because walking up those stairs after doing a couple hundred squats like that, the Japanese style, and just all that training, I mean, it was literally push-ups until I couldn't feel my arms, my whole upper body, and it was squats until I couldn't feel my legs, my whole lower body. So just doing that and going as hard as I could and thinking, wow, you know, seeing guys that have been wrestling a fraction or been training a fraction for as long as I have, doing this with such ease, it just really opened my eyes to how intense and how brutal the training is here, and how high of a regard they hold their wrestlers, and what kind of a standard they hold their wrestlers and their trainees to.
Hayashi kind of examines the work that we can do in the ring and then tells us how to fit it more to a Japanese style. Things like intensity, explosiveness, psychology of the Japanese culture and the Japanese crowd.
Kaz, we did a lot of psychology, and he taught us just little things to kind of tweak and to make into more of that Japanese style, and just little things like that that the fans are going to pay attention to over here.
Kai, structuring a lot of different things, also a lot of how WRESTLE-1 just works in general, and then Nakanawe. A lot more of just the basic things that we need to practice more often anyway. Stuff like in terms of safety, in terms of striking, stuff like that.
Yamato, his was very hard conditioning, squats, push-ups, all kinds of things that you need to work to become a true professional wrestler. Any wrestler that's legitimately serious about pursuing a career in the art of professional wrestling and looking to take that next step into becoming a full-time professional wrestler, and they are about it, they be about it, because there's a lot of people that talk about it. It was easy for me to say, oh, I want to go to Japan, I want to go to Japan, I want to go to Japan. But when that opportunity came, I took it. I jumped right on it, and like I said, it didn't take me more than 10 minutes to make that decision. When the flight was booked, and I was on my way to Japan. So if you're serious about this, and if you're ready and you're prepared to do something like this and take that next step in your career, then by all means, go ahead, full force, go for it.
Make it happen, because 3 weeks is a lot more important here than 3 months or 3 years of some type of shoddy training anywhere else.